We are not all children of God. Stop saying that. Like, people believe that, they say that. That's not true. We are not all, as human beings, we're not all children of God. No, we're all creations of God, made in his image, but we're not all his children. There's a huge difference. Read Romans chapter 8, verses 14 through 17. There you read the whole chapter, Romans chapter 8, because it's a great chapter, but and they give you context. But specifically read Romans chapter 8, verses 14 through 17. Those of us who have the Spirit of God that live in us, we are his children. And now we call him Abba, Father, right? He has adopted us, grafted us into his family. But everyone who is every human being is not a child of God. They're a creation made in his image. So the difference is, if I created a statue or a sculpture that looks just like me, right, made in my image, and then you came to my house and saw that statue, yeah, the statue looks like me, but that's totally different from my daughters, right, my children. If my children also bear my image, but there is a total there's a big difference from the statue that looks like me, has my image, and my children who have my image but also have my love, right, my relationship. They have my characteristics, my character. They have the same heart. They my manner, they what they think, like they'll my child is more like me than a statue made in my image, right? That's the difference. I treat my children differently. I would my children have an inheritance from me, right? They have a connection to me. They have my characteristics. They bear my name, right? All of, like, the statue don't have any of that, right? It just has an image. So stop saying that, like, that needs to stop. People understand. They don't understand. They think all human beings are God's children. No, there's not. All human beings are God's creation, his masterpiece, right? He calls us his masterpiece, but not many are his children, right? There's in the grand scope of all of humanity, not many are God's children. Those of us who believe in Jesus Christ, and so if you want to be a child of God, and you don't think that you are right now, you're just a creation. If you want to be his child, believe in Jesus Christ. Believe that God came in a body in the form of Jesus Christ. He lived, he taught, he worked miracles. He was tortured and he died, and he rose from the dead, and he ascended, and he's coming back, right? And now we receive his Spirit that lives in us. That makes us his children. Now I have a right to call him daddy, father, right?